Are you looking to make writing parish newsletters, event descriptions, or social media posts easier? AI can help with that. So in this video, I'll show you how to use AI as a writing assistant to save time and create content that really resonates with your parish community. So let's get started. For this video, I'll be using the free version of ChatGPT. And before we dive in, I do want to remind you that ChatGPT can make mistakes. So it's not perfect. And I like to think of it as your thought partner. So ChatGPT really saves you time by giving you that starting point, but it's important to go through, double check the content that it gives you and personalize that. So make changes to it and infuse your tone and personality into that content. Later on in this video, I'm going to share some tips with you so that it can adapt your writing style, but don't just copy and paste what it gives you. Read through it, use it as a starting point, and customize the content to fit your needs. Okay, so first let's talk about writing emails and specifically newsletters. If you overthink writing newsletters or you stare at a blank page and you struggle to get started, then you're going to love this tip. So let's say I have a newsletter that I need to send out this month. I have a few sections, so I know I wanted to highlight some updates, events, resources, etc. But beyond that, I don't really know what else to include. So I'm going to start with this prompt right here. And a quick note, all of the prompts will be linked below this video so you can access them and use them on your own. And so when you use a prompt, it's really important to provide as much detail and context as possible. That way ChatGPT can generate the best response for you. So I added in that I'm writing an email newsletter for my parish community, so I'm including the audience of who I'm writing to. The newsletter has to be educational, engaging, and readable in 5 minutes or less. The topic of the newsletter is this, the holy season of Lent, and the angle is this, to remind people what the season is about and how to prepare our hearts, minds, and parishes. And then I put, please provide me with a proposed outline including these ideas, connecting scripture and life, updates, resources, and upcoming events. So those sections that I talked about that I know I want my newsletter to have. So you press enter, and then it might take a few seconds to load. I've already done this, so here's the response that it gave me. So it gave me my subject line and this opening parts, brief introduction, and this is just the outline. So it's just bullet points of different things that I can include within these sections. So for connecting scripture and life, it added a scripture in here and kind of how I can connect that to the holy season of Lent and the personal application with that. Some updates, resources, upcoming events, and then a closing. This is great because it gives me this really strong outline and this starting point. So I have all these different sections that I know I want to include in my newsletter, but I still need to write my newsletter. So let me show you how ChatGPT can do that and take this to the next level. So now I need to write my newsletter and I want ChatGPT to really act as my newsletter writing assistant. So I really want it to understand and know my writing style. That way it can generate newsletter content in that same style. Again, I'm not taking that as it is. I'm not copy and pasting what it gives me. I'm using it as a starting point to then go in and further refine, but I'm just trying to get closer and closer to my own writing style and my tone and my voice. So I'm using this prompt. I say right here, act as my newsletter writing assistant. It's really important to give it that role. And then I put, here's a sample text of mine so you can see my writing style. Please analyze it and match all of your responses in this session to my writing style and tone. So I just copy and pasted a different email that I wrote. So it says, got it, I'll make sure to match your writing style and tone. So then I go even further. I say, now I need to write my email newsletter that will be sent to my parish community. Here's the outline for the newsletter. So I copy and pasted what it generated for me before, that entire outline that you just saw. So that's all right here. Press enter, and then here's what it gave me. So I have my subject line, and you can see it has all those different sections that it generated in the outline, but now I actually have my text. So it's my complete newsletter written out for me right here. So I have my intro, I have connecting scripture and life. So it talks about this Bible verse right here and how it connects to Lent. There's all my parish updates, resources, upcoming events, and then a closing. And it closes with this prayer right here. So you can see that was super quick and easy. You can use these prompts and you can generate this really great starting point for you that you can come in here, you can customize, you can add in specific updates, specific events, and really customize it for your parish community. And then one important thing to note is that this is a chat bot, so you can have a conversation with it. So if you don't like something, if you want it to make an adjustment, you can just add in here, type in here, can you change the resources section to include something specific? And it will regenerate this response for you with what you added in. So now let's talk about social media. So Coming up with social media ideas, writing content for your posts, it can all just be really time consuming. And this is where ChatGPT is really, really helpful because it can just brainstorm some post ideas for you, come up with some things you might not have thought about, and just save you some time. So for this prompt, I put come up with 5 social media post ideas for Instagram that will promote the holy season of Lent to my parish community. So again, I'm being really, really specific. I'm saying I want 5 social media posts for the specific platform. So for this one, it's Instagram, and that will promote the holy season of Lent to my parish community. So I'm telling it what I want to promote and then who my audience is. So it generated these 5 Instagram post ideas to promote the holy season. So it has this Lenten reflection challenge. And what's really great about this, I didn't even ask for this, but it gave me an image idea, a caption, and then some hashtags. So incredibly helpful, gives me this really great starting point that I can come in here, again, customize the caption. Maybe I don't like an image idea, I have another image in mind or a different video. And maybe instead of here, I could say, I don't want images, I would like a video. Can you give me video ideas? And then it would regenerate all these responses for you with some video ideas. The previous example is great if you already have a topic in mind that you're trying to share about something in your parish, you want to do some outreach about something, you have that specific topic. But what happens if you don't have any topics in mind, that you want to create content for social media, but you're like, I don't know what to share. I don't know what would be engaging. So this is a really great prompt to use. So it says, I'm in search of some new and unique ideas for my social media content to engage my parish community. Again, giving them all those details on who my audience is. And I want to encourage and inspire them through Bible verses. I also want to highlight events and opportunities coming up. Can you create a 30-day content plan for me with all the post details? So caption, photo, video, or stories that will engage my audience on Instagram. So I'm being super specific. I want 30 days of content and I want all the post details. So it generated this for me. So it's broken down by weeks. So you can see day 1, here's my caption. There's a photo and video and hashtags. And it did that for 30 days. So it has some really great things in here on like day 13, reminder to join us for tomorrow's service at 10 a.m. Have you invited someone to Mass this week? So it's a really helpful outline to get you started and kind of give you that structured plan. So you're not like, I don't know what to post this week on social media. You have it all laid out for you. And so I noticed up here in like this first week, there's not really that invitation to Mass. So I'm just going to put down here in the chat, can you update each week to include an invitation to Mass? Because I want that included in every single week. So I'm going to select enter. Okay, so it might take a few seconds to load, but you can see that it regenerated this outline for me, and now it includes that invitation to Mass right here on day 6, and then each week has that invitation. So you can keep working and having that conversation with ChatGPT to kind of refine the output, and then when you're ready, you can come in here and further customize and personalize this for your social media and your audience. But again, it just creates that really great starting point. And now you have this really structured plan with all of these great ideas that you can pull from. Lastly, I want to show you how ChatGPT can write event descriptions for you and content for flyers. So here I use this prompt. I need to create a flyer promoting faith formation groups at my parish. I need to include all the details on what participants will learn, when it is, location, etc. It needs to be engaging and invite people to register. So again, I'm including all of the relevant details that I have so that way I can get a really good response. And then here's what it generated for me. So it generated this really great starting point for me. So I have this introduction, so kind of that invite of pulling people in, showing them what they'll learn, and then the when and where. So all these details I can fill in, and why join, how to register. So it has all these different sections built out for me that I can go in and further customize and refine and add my own tone and voice into it. And then if you didn't like something, again, you can come in here and ask ChatGPT to change that, and it will update what it generated for you. Again, just a reminder that all of these prompts will be linked below this video so you can access them and start using them in ChatGPT. And this is just the beginning. So today I showed you how you can use ChatGPT as your writing assistant for evangelization. But in the next video, I'm going to show you how you can pair that with Canva. So how you can take all your writing content and then create visuals, graphics, images. If you want to have more of an image-based newsletter, how you can do that in Canva and really pair these two together to save so much time. So as you can see, ChatGPT can help you save so much time. It can really give you that starting point when you're writing. So you can go in and further customize and refine the response and add in your own tone and your own voice and writing style to it. So again, I don't recommend that you just take what it generates, copy and paste. Make sure you go through, you reread that, you make sure it's correct, and you go through and you do customize it, you do personalize it for your own audience and add in your own unique voice to the writing. So I hope you found this video helpful, and we'll see you in the next one when we talk about how you can take this to the next level with Canva and create images and graphics and all fun things to bring your writing to life.